So I've just come back from the train store. Oh yeah, it's -9 time. Hey guys, F40 here. In today's video we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the ScaleTrains Operator -9 in CN Paint. This one is number 2644. Let's get it out of the box. Out of the box. Alright, so now that it's out of its plastic and foam prison, we can take a look at it in a little bit more detail. Just going to get the foam bits out of the handrails on both sides, which is not hard. Just gotta make sure that you don't damage any of the handrails in the process. I'm just gonna put that for the rest of the packaging. So, for a budget-friendly model, it looks quite good. You have your plow, you have all your handrails, your ditch lights, which do work. You have all your holes pre-drilled for if you want to put in the grabs, which you have to buy separately, but that's okay. The printing is very nice. And details like the GE Builder's plate are nice and legible, and the trucks are rendered quite well. Moving on to the long hood here. Very nice detail. On the top you have your horn, which is a separately fitted piece, and you have your exhaust stack, which actually has it actually goes down somewhere into the shell, so that's pretty neat. And then you have your grills here, if it'll focus, which do look quite nice in person. It looks a little bit worse on camera, but yeah. Also, you have in your fuel tank, you've got your air reservoirs, your fuel gauge, your filler caps. I think one of those things is the emergency shut-off button. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not an expert. Plow looks nice. This isn't a teardrop one like the prototype is, but honestly, I don't care that much. Let's get this thing into my photo box and take a better look at it. So as most things do in a photo box, this thing looks absolutely stunning. There's a couple of details that aren't there which honestly don't bug me. The paint is absolutely awesome. From a distance, this thing is perfectly fine, and honestly up close, I don't mind it either. Okay, just before I show you the other side, here's your dead-on view. Honestly, this thing looks awesome. So, I'm just gonna take the track out of the equation. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's get this thing on the track. Alright, so here she is on the track. I'm just going to give you a quick demo of how well it runs out of the box. This has not been run in yet. This is the first time it's ever moved. Okay, there's speed step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful runner. Once it gets back into center shot, we'll look at the lighting. So, for lighting, you have your front headlight. Fades in, fades out. Looks very cool. Very bright. So that's function 0. Function 6 is your ditch lights. And you get your sound functions. Function 1 is your bell. Function 2 is your horn. Which also makes your ditch lights flash for a bit. And function 3 is your coupler clash. Function 4 is your dynamic braking, which is a sound function, so we'll cover it later. You have directional headlights, that's why the headlight just turned off. Function 5, not available. Function 6, your ditch lights. Function 7 is your manual compressor. And function 8 is your startup and your prime mover. So let's hear it. So there's your idle. Let's hear this thing in motion. Built-in brake squeal, always a nice touch. Okay, now let's hear that dynamic brake function. Don't think it really does much. Okay, and let's look at the horn and bell. Epic. Okay, so I have the unit on the inside track just for a second because I have a freight train on the outside. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a speed test, high speed run by, just to show you what the top speed is like, because so many reviews neglect this. It's a nice smooth launch with momentum. Keep in mind this hasn't been running yet, so this isn't the final performance. And I believe we're up to speed. Very nice. So another test I feel is kind of neglected in these videos is how will they consist out of the box. So here I have it consisted to my Athearn Genesis SD70i, and away we go. Honestly, I think the Genesis is a little slow. Going forwards, it's alright. Going backwards, it's a little iffy. Get some sound in here. See if that helps it in any way. There we go. That's better. So with the sound on, they work okay together. feel like they go okay together. Not the best, not the worst. Next test. Okay, so for the next test, we're gonna see how well it actually works as being a locomotive. So I've got it hooked up to a little 8-car manifest, and we're gonna see if it can pull it. Off we go. Well, that concludes my look at the ScaleTrains operator C44-9W in CN Paint. Actually, before I go, I'd like to see what it does on DC power, since it's a selling feature that it will work on that. So, we're in DC now. So it goes through the whole startup sequence. And then, whoa, yeah, that thing flies in DC. You gotta keep the power on the whole time. Okay, so that's what it does in DC. Just gonna quickly flip into DCC again. So now we're in DCC, so I should be able to just go to my controller and operate it again. Yes. Okay. So that actually concludes my review of the ScaleTrains -9. Bye everyone.